Hey guys, so today is real simple. I just wanted to do a video taking you through what I'm doing right now for my different workout days. This one's going to be chest, arms, and abs because I'm doing sort of a Lee Haney style split. I've been doing that for a few months, really loving it. So yeah, today's just going to be a workout video and I'm going to take you through that. So I'm already set up for incline dumbbell bench press because I don't have a barbell in this tiny room. Maybe in the future. I don't have room for a full-size one, but I don't know, maybe I'll get like a 1.8 meter or a 6-foot barbell at some point. We'll see. Anyway, let's get into the workout. I like to start with incline, and I don't like to go at too steep of an incline. But about 35 degrees. So that's the first set done. Lately I've been doing 2 sets per exercise and trying to go to failure or at least a 0 reps in reserve on every set. Because for those who don't know, the Lee Haney split, it's an 8-day split. So you've got 3 workout days, 1 rest day, and then repeat. So it's an asynchronous split. So it gives a little bit more time for recovery. So I like to push myself a little bit harder. And because I can, given that extra rest time. Oh, and if you're wondering, I've got my dumbbells at 26 kilos for this, which is, I think, roughly 60 pounds. That's set 2 done. Next, still hitting chest. I'm gonna set this at a decline, and I'm gonna go with decline bench press. Past several months, I've really been enjoying hitting incline and then decline. I know it's more common to pair incline with flat bench press, but for a while I was doing incline bench press and chest dips, but then I found out that I actually prefer decline bench press over chest dips. They feel so much better to me, and yeah, I feel like I can push them a little harder too. And doing decline is actually why I've got the crappy leg developer still on my bench, because if I take that off, I lose the foot pads or the leg pads down at the bottom on these, and I need those to stabilize myself for decline movements. So that's pretty much all I do for chest. It's short, it's simple, it gets the job done. So I'm moving on to arms next, and I always like to superset arms. So first superset I'm gonna do is gonna be incline curls with kind of a dumbbell jam press. I'm not sure if I have the form exactly right, but it hits my triceps well enough. And now I'm doing these with 14 kilos, which is 31 pounds. And on incline curls, I like to rotate. I don't know if it does anything in particular, but I don't know, it makes the movement more fun for me. And keeping your workouts fun is important for consistency. So that set I don't think was a failure, but I don't know. My biceps were screaming at me that I couldn't get another one, but last set I'll go to failure though, just to be sure. Anyway, if anyone knows if I'm doing the right form, please tell me on this dumbbell jam press. I'm thinking about getting one of those two-post half racks in here, and slightly shorter barbell, like 1.8 meter, 6 foot. And if I do that, I'll probably get rid of the pull-up bar, because I'll probably get a half rack with a pull-up bar on it, and like a plate-loaded cable stack on the back. And that way I'll be able to do some cable movements, still hit my pull-ups, and I could do JM press with a barbell, and obviously barbell bench press and squats and all that good stuff. Because oh my god, especially legs, it's hard to hit legs when you only have dumbbells. It's really hard. You got to get creative, and even then it's like it doesn't quite hit the same. Next superset is going to be preacher curls with dumbbell French press, dumbbell overhead extension, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so preacher curls, I've got a dumbbell at 12 kilos, or about 26 pounds, and another dumbbell at 26 kilos, which again I think is roughly 60 pounds for the French press. I've kind of been gradually increasing the weight. I think I could do more, but I'm still a little bit nervous about my elbows on that one. So I've been gradually increasing it. I think I accidentally did 14 kilos on this one. Forgot to take the change plates off. Whatever. Let's take those change plates off. I've got these rubber change plates that fit on dumbbells. I'm actually surprised I got 6 on the preacher curls with 14 kilos. Still got one more set on that superset, but I'm gonna go ahead and get my little cable thing set up for the next one. Okay, 12 kilos for real this time. When I've posted shorts of me doing preacher curls, they freak out. A couple of people have freaked out and commented like, oh, don't go that low. You're gonna tear a bicep. I've always gone that low. And like, if you train in that part of the range of motion and work your way up slowly, then you're gonna be stronger in that position, so you're not gonna tear a bicep. Also, tip for you, if you can wrist curl that weight, then you can probably preacher curl it all the way down. Last superset for arms. Yes, I'm doing more arm volume than chest volume. Last superset for arms is gonna be concentration hammer curls. Why concentration hammer curls? Because I like concentration curls. Love concentration curls. And I always want to include some kind of variation of a concentration curl. Just because I like them so much. If I don't use them often enough, I don't know, they might start to think I don't like them anymore. And I'm gonna superset those with a one arm push down. Only got 4 on those. I got 7 at this weight last time. But I don't know, I guess my triceps are really cooked. Take it down to 10 kilos, I guess. So down from 26 pounds to 22 pounds. Some people might say, oh, if your triceps are that cooked, you're good. Nah, I'm gonna make sure. Plus, like I said, with this split, I get a little bit more recovery time before I hit triceps again, so I can do a little bit more and still recover. It's one of the things I'm finding that I love about an asynchronous split. You get that extra recovery time so you can push harder, and I like to push harder. I used to do a whole bunch of, I was really into science-based stuff before. Stimulus to fatigue ratio and leaving reps in reserve, and if your rep range is 8 to 12 and you just stop at 12 on the first set so that you can try to get 12 on the second set. And I was just spinning my wheels for a while. Finally, when I just went more old school, and I was like, suck it up and train hard, it's when I really started seeing progress. What? Next, I'm hitting abs. Abs, I like to superset with abs. And for abs, I like to do decline sit-ups and the ab wheel. So for decline sit-ups, I've got 30 kilos on the dumbbell, which is 66 pounds. My abs are one thing that I typically don't take to failure. I might push close on the second set, pretty close, but I don't usually take them to failure on the first set for sure. Reason for that is that I've kind of built my abs up to a pretty okay place. Like I have visible abs even when I'm like 15-16% body fat on the scan, which is pretty good. Like if you've got a machine telling you that you're like, 15-16% body fat, even if you account for margin of error, if you've got visible abs at that point, I think you're doing pretty okay on abs. Okay, so that's what I do for chest, arms, and abs. That's my workout. So it's probably going to be a bit of a long video, but hopefully anyone watching enjoys it. No idea what else to say, because I'm done. I like feeling like this at the end of a workout. If I don't feel like this, it wasn't a good workout. So, yeah, 2 sets on everything, but not exactly low volume, because I'm going to do this again later in the week. So, what did it work out to? 8 sets a week for most muscle groups, 12 for some, like 8 to 12 sets per muscle group. Not exactly low volume, not exactly high volume, but it's tough. Anyway, if you watched all of that, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you next time.